So Mortal Kombat was released in March of last year, and I kinda hated it. So I guess that's why I'm late to the party. What's happening, viewers? Welcome to Late to the Party, the review show where we check out games that have been out for a while for anybody who might still be on the fence. Today, we're checking out Mortal Kombat 11, so let's get into it. Alright, keep in mind guys, I am coming at this from a casual perspective. I'm not an achievement hunter, I'm not a perfectionist. I just love to play fighting games. And I know there's heaps of people who will gather around and they're in the same boat. So, looking at this from a casual perspective, we're not trying to 100% everything. We're not trying to unlock every combo. We're not trying to do every fatality, even though that's completely doable, especially now with the internet. And I just want to reinforce that, to play this game, you don't need to do all that. So, doing this from a casual perspective, we're just having fun with it. That's all I wanted to say. Just having fun with it. Let's roll the tape. Okay, so I was going to try and bring up some negative stuff about this game. But then what happened was, because I kind of all lumped it in together and it started going on and on into a bunch of different things, I've turned that into its own video. So just keep in mind, I'm going to avoid the negative stuff in this video, and then we're going to get a talking about video, and that's going to have my negative thoughts on Mortal Kombat 11. So yeah, so whenever I refer to there'll be another video and all that, or whatever, yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. Okay, that's partially a lie, because I do have to say, I do have to actually mention one thing, and that's the pricing. And I honestly think that the pricing of this game is unfair, because, if you got this game up to a week before they announced, or even the week that they announced Aftermath, and you wanted to get it and all the DLC that was available at that point in time, you had to pay 125 Australian dollars to get the game and the DLC. Or you had to pay $80 and then $60, which was even more. You know what I mean? And then they offer Aftermath with the season pass and the game for $90. Look guys, I know there's going to be a lot of people that argue but everyone who bought the game before the Aftermath thing was announced, they've already enjoyed the game, and so, they've gotten their $100 and whatever dollars worth. That's actually not the case, because there are a lot of people who bought this game shortly before Aftermath was announced, and they bought the game and they bought the DLC, and they're like, alright, this is going to be awesome. And then Aftermath came out, and everyone who got it after these people who spent $125 and then have to spend another 60 whatever dollars for the Aftermath DLC, that I think is unfair, and I think NetherRealm should actually refund them. So I know that I'm not a big channel or anything, but if you guys could just do #NetherRealm refund me or whatever, just to level out the difference, or WB Games go out to anyone, because that sucks, man. Imagine buying the whole game and then a day after you let down $120, $125, they're like, oh yeah, so we're releasing this bundle with everything that you paid for, plus the extra stuff for $50 less. So yeah. Alright, so just to be clear about this last point is I, as someone who's owned this game for over a year and got it at a weird sale, a weird discount sale, towards the start of the game going on, and then I got the season pass at another discount sale. I don't mind that I am charged full price as, the person who has owned the game for over a year and whatnot. But yeah, this price reduction is permanent. I've got this on the PS4, and if I go buy it on the Switch, even now, a month or two after Aftermath came out, I can still get it for $90 on the Switch with everything. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But now let's get into all the good stuff. Alright, So while there is going to be a whole separate other video on, you know, things that I don't like about this game, a lot of things that I do like just warm my heart. Like, as a lifelong fan of this franchise, and I do mean lifelong, I was born in 1990, and so I've seen this whole franchise. Like, I've spent a majority of my life playing Mortal Kombat games with my friends, and that's crazy, you know, because for us it was just always a party game, you know, it's just always the game that you invite your friends to play. Anyway, that's besides the point. This game just, like, more so than any other of this trilogy, is just freaking nostalgia bait. That's what they should have called it. Mortal Kombat nostalgia bait. Like, you've got nostalgic costumes for Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Noob Saibot, bloody Johnny Cage, Jax, Sonya. Like, you can get Sonya's, like, Mortal Kombat 3 outfit, and, like, you got Cassie Cage, who's her daughter, and she gets, like, her own variant of this, like, Sonya's Mortal Kombat 3 outfit. Like, come on, guys. Like, yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like, all the different references and everything, simply because this story, this game's story revolves around time travel and all that, like merging timelines and different timelines and all this crazy stuff. Like, that just gave them license to do whatever the heck they wanted in terms of which characters they want to put in the game and at what point in time they want them to be. So, like I said, yeah, you're gonna see, you know, Revenant Liu Kang and, like, you know, awesome Liu Kang, and then, like, when it comes to these outfits, even though I hate the fact that it's, like, you know, loot boxes essentially, like, I love the fact that you can get, like, different variations of Liu Kang that make him a bit more dressed like Bruce Lee. Like, I've got this one where he's got, like, yellow kung fu pants and, you know, his braces and that, and then he's got, like, these Yakuza tattoos, or triad tattoos, or whatever they are. Either way, he's got this sick dragon tattoo down his arm. It looks mad. Like, it's extremely creative, and I just wish it wasn't all tied to loot boxes. But even then, you know, you can always do your Towers of Time, which unfortunately always, like, you always have to be online. Like, that's one thing about this game that I'm gonna mention now that I didn't mention in my other video. Lucky for you guys, is that yeah, like, there are modes in this game that are only online. So if you have any sort of moment where your internet cuts out, or, like, the rare occasion that somebody's on a data plan and their data runs out, and so, you know, you get no internet, you can't do the crypt to unlock things. You can't even get, like, outfits in story mode. It won't unlock any of the outfits or any of the gear that you can unlock in story mode. It won't unlock any of it for you. You can't do the Towers of Time. You know, and this also goes for if the game is updating. If the game is updating and you decide to play while it's updating, you can only do, like, story mode and receive 0 rewards for it, or you can do, what's it called? The classic towers. It's just, you know, just like your old ones where it's like, you know, novice and grandmaster and all that. So you got all the classic towers, which is great. Like, I love it. And, like, even then, like, as you go up the towers, you get some like, they're called dragon challenges, where you got to complete a number of things to get rewards. But even then, like, if you're not online, you won't actually receive any of the rewards for doing the dragon challenges. So just that's one little nitpick. But you know, the fact that it's all there, oh. Alright, so one thing that I absolutely love about this game is the roster. For the most part, you know, I think, you know, right now I've got a roster of 34 characters, potentially more. I think that they will probably do another season pass on top of Aftermath and the first season pass and whatnot, which is essentially why they lowered the price, right? Because, like, you're not just gonna, you know, you're not just gonna keep it at $125 for all this time and then drop it down to $90 with more content, unless you're gonna add more. There's just how I think, I guess. But, you know, out of 34 characters, there are definitely 3 that I would change, and that would be the Joker. Like, I know a lot of people like the Joker, but I just, nah, he doesn't fit in here. He is a freaking, he has a big nose on a face. Like, he sticks out so much. So I would take out the Joker. I would take out D'Vorah, who according to Ed Boon, like the co-creator of Mortal Kombat, she's like one of the fan favorites from Mortal Kombat 10. But you know, I for one, I hate her, and I don't know anybody who likes her. So if you like her, just put a thing in the comments. Yeah, I don't know, I hate her, especially after she called Melina. Jeez. Anyway, so Joker, D'Vorah, and the last one that I would get rid of is the Collector. I don't understand why he's there, but you know, he's obviously not important. Like, he doesn't do anything important in the story or affect anything in any way. He's just a new character. He's kind of brutal, but like, he has nothing to write home about. And I'm sorry to say this because I know that a lot of hard work went into all of these characters. Like, NetherRealm have gone into so much detail with everything these characters do, and even how they bleed, and how they make other people bleed, and how they attack, and how they move, and how they interact with their environment. You know, so much work has gone into it. So it pains me to say, you know, these characters are no good, but like, that's my honest opinion. And like, you know, I paid a lot of money for this, so you know, I'm gonna give my honest opinion. But either way, if I could have my way and replace him with anyone, I would, one, put Melina back in. Take out D'Vorah, put in Melina. You know, this game's about time travel. There is no reason you can't have like a younger version of Melina that still serves Shao Kahn and is still alive and whatnot, and you know, put her in the story. Like, there was no reason that couldn't happen. You know, the next person is freaking Takeda. You know, so much of this story, they spent it at the Fire Gardens, which is the Shirai Ryu's like home base essentially. And the Shirai Ryu are the people that Scorpion is the Grand Master of now, and Takeda is a member of the Shirai Ryu. So it only makes sense to freaking have Takeda in this game. Why would you take him out? He's there. There is canonical sense for him to be there. Why is he not there? Not only that, he was like one of the standouts of MKX in my opinion. He's like the only guy I use. Well, it's not like I use the legacy characters, but he's the only new character that I really bothered to learn and care about, because he's one, like Scorpion's student, like top student, and two, he's the son of Kenshi, the blind dude with the telekinetic powers who has the sword. Like, oh, he's got like some, oh man, I really like Takeda. But you know, the third person that I'll put in, you know, take out the Joker and put in Triborg. Now the reason I say Triborg is because it's simple. Like, Triborg in MKX was the replacement of Sector, Cyrax, and Smoke. Now, you can give Triborg, like, you can just call him like Cybernetic Lin Kuei or whatever, but like, at the end of the day, with the way that they made like everyone's special move thing happen, you can easily make him there to be Sector, Cyrax, and Smoke. Especially since Sector, Cyrax, and Smoke are freaking literally just palette swaps. Especially now in this game, they show you that they are palette swaps. So, like, in the story mode, you get to fight Cyrax, and he's got his own moves. So he's obviously been finished. You know, so if they put in Triborg, and then you could switch it out so that Triborg's moves are more like, you know, Sector or Cyrax, or they just changed it and said it's a rogue Lin Kuei or whatever who broke away from the cybernetic conditioning. You know, just something to give us the gameplay of those characters. That would be incredible. And I do not doubt that other people would agree with me if you ask them. Like, you know, I guarantee that if you go to someone who's a fan of Mortal Kombat and you say, hey, what's missing from MK11? They'll tell you, oh, well, I don't have the ninja robots and I don't have Melina. You know what I mean? Like, those are the only things that are missing. And then, like, to me, Takeda, just for me, because he was my favorite newcomer from MKX, and you took him away, and it upsets me. Like, it upsets me deeply. Either way, for the most part, this roster is amazing. And, you know, everyone plays in their own way, and if you can sometimes you can master a character better than others. Just keep that in mind. It's good stuff. This game is good. So you can't review this game without reviewing the story, and the story is fantastic. The story mode are like mwah. Like NetherRealm have become like the masters of like cinematic video game storytelling, and it's pretty incredible. No doubt they get a lot of help from their parent company WB Games, but even then, man, like this is crazy good. Like the scale of this is so much grander than MKX. And even like MK9 and MKX, like the scale that they put into like all of this, I guess because realistically when you go into this story mode, it is the ending of a trilogy, right? So Mortal Kombat on PS3, Xbox 360, this story started then, and it finishes now at the end of like the PS4, Xbox One's life cycle. So if you've been holding on, like if you've been playing all the games, then you're gonna know exactly what's going on. You know, and the thing is, if this is gonna be like your first Mortal Kombat since like Super Nintendo and Sega Mega Drive, or like since Mortal Kombat 4 on the PS1, or even since like the PS2 days, you know, there's gonna be a lot to take in. Like you're gonna know like all the legacy characters, and you are going to know all the new characters that are related to the legacy characters, but at the same time, like, you're going to jump into the story like, why the hell's Liu Kang the bad guy? You know what I mean? So, I'm going to say, it's kind of important, like, if you want to understand the story, but you can get the gist of it if you just roll with the punches and continue on with the story mode, because this still introduces, like, a lot of new story beats, you know, and so don't worry too much about that. What else can I say about this game, like, without really getting into it? You know, fight mechanics are fun, story mode is good, you know. I think I've said all I can say without really getting into spoilers, and obviously I've got another rant video coming up about things that I don't like, so I guess it's just time to get into the rating. Alright, so to put a rating on Mortal Kombat 11 is a bit weird for me, because like as this game's gone in and has gone on and everything and whatnot, like they haven't, like, there's a lot of things that I dislike about it. Like my other video is like a full-on 10-minute rant, and the thing is, as time's gone on, they haven't fixed it, in my opinion, and obviously they've tweaked it and made different rates better, but obviously my idea of fixing it is to take those things out of the game completely, but, you know, I digress. Anyway, what they have done as time's gone on is they've gotten the things that I do like and just made them better and continually like upgraded them, like gameplay and balance tweaks, and just, you know, versing people is a freaking blast in this game. You know, even though the game itself, you know, doesn't tick every box that I like, it still ticks a lot of them. So I'm just gonna have to go into my rating, and my rating for this game is only fans, because realistically, only fans are going to care about the story, only fans are going to care about the costumes, only fans are going to care about the roster, and, you know, only fans are really going to pick up all the references that they put into this. So, yeah, if you're a fan, don't be shy, just come pick up this game. Right guys, that was my review of Mortal Kombat 11, plus the Aftermath and the Season Pass, I guess. Thanks for sticking around to the end, it really means a lot. Obviously, like, I feel like I may have been able to do a better job, but I don't know how. So that's the beauty of YouTube, though. You know, you just find your flow as you go along, which is what I'm liking as I'm enjoying this so far. But yeah, guys, if you guys could drop a sub, drop a like, comment, you know, share this with all your friends, anyone who's still on the fence about buying Mortal Kombat. That'd be awesome. Also, huge shout outs to all the music artists. This week we had Mewmore, we had Ryashon. I'm just gonna, yeah, so it was Mewmore, Musicality with the Mortal Kombat remix, Pixel Terror with their Immortal original mix of the unofficial Mortal Kombat theme, which is it's called Techno Syndrome for anybody who didn't realize that. Um, and it's by the Immortals, which is cool. Yeah, so Ryashon. He is the guy who did the metal cover that I used towards the end. So big thanks to all these guys, and yeah, hopefully, you know, Warner Brothers don't copyright me for anything. But yeah, have a great day, guys.